Okay, part 2 here. As promised, I said I would kind of go over the cover page of the packet that you received for math, and then we'll kind of go over page 1, do some example problems, let you try them, and go over the answers to make sure you kind of remember how to do algebra. So you can see here this cover page looks different than the normal cover pages you get from me because I wanted to have the days specifically laid out of what was expected kind of for each day so that it was real clear. A lot of times I like to leave it a little bit more open so that I have flexibility in there. My way to get some flexibility here for you guys is to, on the Thursdays, I'll have it's basically, I call it a mini quiz, but it's a mixed practice of what we've done previously for it. It's really short. I'm not trying to give you guys a lot of work each day. Basically giving you as little practice as necessary that I feel will still allow you to understand everything. So that's kind of how this is set up, so you can see every day what's there, and then on the Friday is just to turn stuff in. There's no new lessons, just what's due for that week. I'll also be doing office hours on Google Meeting or maybe Zoom. I've been using Google Meeting so far, and I typically post the link to that on Google Classroom about 10 minutes before the meeting. So I'm going to be doing those. I'll be doing those meetings at 11 a.m. On Fridays. So I'll be doing those. It says that on the bottom. Information on that. Okay, so this is pretty clear. I think pretty spelled out of what's due every week. You're going to turn it in, like I said, by taking a picture of each page and then attaching it to an email or to the assignment. Instead of turning in things all the time, that's part of the reason we did it on the Fridays, is that hopefully once you're done with all the pages, boom, then you take a picture and send it in, and that way it's going to be a lot more manageable on our end when we have 75 kids to not get every assignment emailed and turned in separately. So hopefully that'll make organizational pieces easier for both of us on your end and our end. So that's kind of the reasoning behind that. All right, let's get into the real math part for today. So algebra, this is just a real basic review of basic algebra. If you remember, our goal is to get x alone. And this is on the notes on the following page too that I'll go over more detail tomorrow, but this is just real basic two-step algebra here. So you do the inverse operation in order to get x alone. You start by looking at the side of the equal sign that has the x on it, and our goal is to have nothing here except just this one plain old x by itself. Okay, one x or a x. So this is our x term. This is our constant term. We always get rid of the constant term first, so I can get rid of a plus 4 by doing the inverse operation, the opposite. Take away 4 from both sides. Always bring your equal sign straight down. Left with 7x equals 35, because 4 minus 4 is 0, it went away. And then you want to get rid of the 7. Okay, this is 7 times x. So you got basically 7 x's here, like 7 plus x, or sorry, like you have x plus x plus x plus x plus x 7 times there, okay? So what you want to do, since it's not a plus 7, it just means that you have 7 x's added together there, is you want to get rid of this times 7 by doing the inverse operation, dividing by 7. And we typically show that with a fraction bar because a fraction bar is a quick way to divide, and it's also got a grouping symbol built in, so when you do that, it's saying you're dividing everything on that side by 7. So we bring our equal sign down. 7 divided by 7 is 1x. 35 divided by 7 is 5. And again, you could write the 1x there, but 1x is the same thing as a x. So since our goal is to get x alone, we would say that that's our answer there. Okay. Number 3, let's do one more together, and then I'll ask you to pause the video and try the other ones. Okay, again, I have an x term and a constant term. I'm going to get rid of the constant term first, so I'm going to get rid of the plus 2 by subtracting 2 both sides, leaving me with x over 5 is equal to 6. The opposite of dividing by 5 is to multiply by 5. We like, our favorite way to show multiplication is parentheses, again because it's also a type of grouping symbol. So when you show multiply by 5 with parentheses, it means multiply everything on that side by 5. This basically gives me 5x over 5, but 5 over 5 is 1, so that's again 1x. Easiest way to do it is to cross cancel, because that's just like a 5 over 1 there. It's inverse operation, so it does get rid of it. I'm left with just the 1x. 6 times 5 is 30. We get x is 30. So again, I'm using some fancy words there, but don't overthink it. Remember doing this. It's just doing the inverse operation, the opposite. The opposite of adding 4 up here was subtracting 4. The opposite of adding 2 here is subtracting 2. All right, always get rid of the constant term first and be careful of your signs. So pause it and try these other ones. Be especially careful on number 6 and 8. The signs are tricky, so really make sure that you're paying attention to. The fancy word is the coefficient. That means not only the number in front, but also the sign of the number in front too. So pay attention to that for 6 and 8. So pause the video, try it, and then I'm just going to, without explaining as much, quickly go over the answers. Alright, so hopefully you paused it and tried all these. Hopefully you did pretty well. Let's check and see how you did. Okay, opposite of subtracting 4, add 4, get 3x equals 18. Opposite of multiplying by 3 is divide by 3. X is equal to 6. 4. I got to get x alone. The x is on the other side of the equal sign. I'm still working on getting this x alone. Get rid of the minus 7 by adding 7. 27 equals 9x. Divide by 9. Divide by 9. 3 equals x. Number 5. This is a negative 3, so I'm going to add 3 to get it to go away. Left with 2x equals 19 plus 3 is 22. Divide by 2. X is equal to 11. Okay, this is one of those tricky ones. I want to get rid of the 8 first. This is a positive 8. The minus goes with the 3x term. I'm going to deal with that in a second. This is a positive 8. So to get this positive 8 to go away, I'm going to take away 8. 24 equals, that minus sign goes, it's a minus 3x. It's like basically 0 minus 3x, which allows me to just think of this as negative 3x. Okay, so that's what I do. I bring down that whole term, this minus 3x, and now this looks like a negative 3x. So this is negative 3 times x. The opposite of multiplying by negative 3 is to divide by negative 3. 24 divided by negative 3 is negative 8. Leaves me with an x over here. And again, this is something that we spent a lot of time. We spent 3 units on algebra, so hopefully this is just a quick review and you remember doing this. Alright, last 2. Get rid of this plus 9. I'm going to subtract 9 both sides. 3 minus 9. Use a calculator if you're not sure. That's a negative. It's negative 6. Bring down my x over 4. Okay, so this is an x divided by 4. The opposite of dividing by 4 is to multiply by 4. I'm going to multiply everything by 4, both sides. And I'm left with 1x equals negative 24. And finally, number 8, I'm going to get rid of this negative 10 first. The opposite of negative 10 is to add 10. Careful, I bring down a minus 4x, which just looks like a negative 4x now. Negative 4 times x. The opposite of multiplying by negative 4 is to divide by negative 4. You get x equals negative 9. So for all of these problems, I made the answers come out to be nice integers. There's no decimals or fractions. Remember, that's not necessarily the case. There's nothing wrong. It doesn't mean you necessarily got one wrong if you get a decimal or a fraction. I just made these ones kind of easy because this was supposed to be a basic review. So these were all 2-step algebra problems. They had no simplifying steps, and all the answers came out to be whole numbers. Tomorrow we'll go into the lesson part with the complete recap of algebra, and we'll include remembering how to work smarter, not harder, how we can simplify equations first to make our lives easier. So quick review on algebra, and we'll do more with it tomorrow. Hopefully you are remembering some of this, and I hope you have a good day. All right, bye.